President Trump will impose a new round of tariffs on imported heavy-duty trucks, branded medications, kitchen cabinets, and upholstered furniture. Trump announced the change will take effect on October 1st, writing on Truth Social last night that the large-scale flooding of the products into the U.S. by other countries is unfair to local manufacturers. He also cited national security concerns. But the U.S. Chamber of Commerce denies those concerns, saying the top 5 import sources of these products are close allies of the United States. They include Mexico, which is the largest exporter of medium and heavy-duty trucks to America. That tees us up nicely for business. For that, let's bring in CNBC's Karen Gilchrist live with us from London. Karen, all 3 major indexes ended in the red yesterday, despite stronger than expected economic data. So what's worrying investors, and what should we expect from the markets today?
Hey, Ali, good morning. Well, yes, on Thursday, we did see some fresh jobs data come out. This showed that weekly jobless claims came in less than expected at 218,000 rather than the 235,000 expected. And this has dampened those concerns about weakness in the labour market and in turn potentially put some concern around forthcoming rate cuts and whether there might be as many as were previously expected. Now we're very much going to be focused on fresh inflation data due out Friday, with the Personal Consumption Expenditures Price Index due out today. Now, this is expected to show an uptick in inflation, which would give cause to the Fed to reduce rates, with many markets still pricing in 2-quarter-point rate cuts this year. But it will very much be dependent on that data. Certainly stock futures hovering near the flat line in anticipation of that.
Yeah, and we're continuing to watch those Fed meetings through the end of the year. But I also want to ask you about the multi-billion-dollar payout that Amazon has now given to customers. It's part of a settlement with the FTC. Can you walk us through that case and tell us which customers are eligible?
Yes, so Amazon has agreed to pay $2.5 billion in a settlement with the Federal Trade Commission. This over claims by the FTC that Amazon used deceptive practices towards consumers in relation to its Prime services. Now, this settlement came just 3 days into a trial between the two sides in which Amazon was being charged with these claims of misuse of this Prime service, in which people were obliged to sign up or found it very difficult to exit these agreements. So under this settlement, $1 billion will go towards the Federal Trade Commission, while around $1.5 billion is expected to be paid out to around 35 million consumers who were affected by this process, either by being obliged somewhat to sign up to these programs or not being able to sign out when they chose to.
It's all very interesting. CNBC's Karen Gilchrist live with us from London. Thanks as always.